this crazy thing. Oh, and I do not have my iPad to look at comments. So, I'll be right back. Hopefully nobody's on. Oh, one person. One person. Maybe I won't. I don't know about comments because one, I forgot my iPad, and two, I'm. I know I told you guys that I was going to do this at 3, and then I had a bunch of errands that Jerry wanted me to run before. Well, one of them before CVS closes, and the other one to Walmart for a few items that we needed. So that's what's happened. I know it's crazy. Oh, my face has got a lot of shadow. Hold on a second, folks. I'm sorry. Oh, hopefully that will take care of most of the shadowing. As you can tell, I am in my new office, so okay, this is weird. I can't even see my own messages, and when I try to turn my phone, things get wonky. So I cannot see messages right now. So things are not the way I want it. So let's see here. Okay, why can't I see my bloody messages? I don't know. I don't even know if anybody's talking because I don't see the messages. Oh, here we go. Now I think today's Saturday. I don't know. I haven't looked at anything to tell me what day it is. Everything's kind of wonky today. I mean, between just the way the day's gone, the weather is causing both Jerry-Ann and I some pain. Jerry-Ann more than myself, which I feel sorry for her because, sorry, I'm moving my camera. Trying to find the right place for my camera. But Oreo is in here with me while Jerry-Ann's laying down in our room. Mom's still down for her nap. And, hey, get out of that. That is not for you. Get out of that. I have to watch her because there are some things in this room that she's still sniffing around about that I don't want her to get into because I don't want her to get hurt or something gets broken or stuff like that. So I am watching her. I forgot to bring in her bone. So I apologize for my lateness due to unseen issues. Okay. Easy, Oreo. I know, Mama just came out of the bedroom to go to the restroom. Easy. Hey. I'm clawing up my room. I know. But, might have to get off this sooner than I want to or start all over because of what's going on out there. You know, between the dog. I don't want to sound like I'm cutting down my dog or my wife or anybody else. But like I said, Jerry's having a bad day. Aches and pains hit her. I don't know if it's the weather or a combination of weather and her own physical issues because the humidity is high. It's cold and nasty outside. Um, Oreo, stop. I know you want to see Mama, but I don't know how well Mama's feeling to see you. So just relax, okay? Yeah, just relax. Um, but all that aside, it's also bronchial allergy season. So between my allergens and my bronchitis because of postnasal drip, what can I do but drink warm fluids and take my meds, and might have to increase my either my sinus medication or my allergy medication. Problem is, I'm afraid to increase my allergy medication because it will put me down. It will literally knock me out. So I'm just kind of like, okay, just gotta, you know, just gotta keep on doing what I'm doing. Um, hey, don't chew on that. My dog has a love for chewing on leashes and anything that basically she can put her mouth on. She is still considered a puppy, even though in dog years she's a preteen. Um, so yeah. Oh, excuse me. Or actually, she'll be a preteen. I don't know. I have to look that information back up. I used to know, the differences between dog and human years compared to cats and human years. And Miss Oreo is getting so big that she can practically put her nose on the tabletop. And I don't mean just my tabletop here. I'm talking about the the kitchen tabletop where we eat. If we're not eating something we can eat in the kitchen, or I mean in the living room. See, I'm not doing so good today myself. I don't know what Jerry Ann is going to feel up to doing later or what because of her current issue. But I am going to try to do some cleaning, some rearranging because nothing is really in its right place. I'm actually going to start packing some of the books that I don't use on a regular basis. That way, we can start implementing other plans or other things. Jer, you okay? No, she's crying because she's hurt, which I'm worried about because if this current weather right now, granted it's okay, settle down. Because of the humidity is 94 degrees and it's only 45 degrees and rainy, I'm worried about Jerry's arthritis, my arthritis, mom's arthritis, this time of year in Colorado, let alone in the depth of winter, like in January and February when it's at its coldest. Granted, right now I looked it up. It's like 20. It's not even in the 30s. Last time I looked for the area we want to move to, and it's got heavy snow, so their humidity is 84, and it's cold. And I know my mom, as soon as it starts raining, she doesn't drive. She basically hangs up her keys and does her own, basically waits for somebody to drive her, which no big deal. I got no problem with that. Jerry's got no problems with that when she can drive, you know. But I have a feeling with Jerry's optical, her eye issues. I will probably be the one driving around because I've got the best eyes, even even without the glasses. I mean, the glasses are mainly for up close, like when I'm reading. But the doctor gave me actually, he gave me what is called trifocals. So what they do is they got the regular, standard focus on the top, and these don't have blinds, so you can't tell where the trifocal is. But I can tell when I use my glasses properly if they don't fall down my nose. Hold on a second, I got a hair that wanted to go into my eye. I notice when I'm reading that if I'm looking straight ahead, oh, I got a spot that I gotta wash off. When I'm looking straight ahead, it looks normal except for the dang spot. But when I look down, everything looks a little bit closer, and when I look from, on the sides, they look normal. So that's why they call it a trifocal. Or at least that's what I was told by the doctor. So I'm not 100% sure, but I do my best to use them properly, even though during this time of year, I see a couple of comments. During this time of year, it is hard for me to focus due to, well, it's not the time of year. It's, Oreo gets up and close and she leaves a nose print, or, things like that. Hey, Simone. Who else we got here? Tina Basher. Hey there, Jim. Fiona's mom. I like the light behind you. I'm late. Actually, the light behind me, the wall, the whole room is painted purple except the ceiling. So that's why the lighting looks the way it is. I have my two lamps from the other room. These two chandeliers behind me, basically that's how we set it up when it was a bedroom. They have light bulbs that once I can reconnect them and control them from my phone, they change colors, and I can sync them up with music, so they'll look like a disco. Oh wow, that's cool. And yeah, it's cold in Colorado. Do you still have plans to move there? Yes. We have plans to move there, but after looking at the... What are you doing back there? What are you doing? Sniffing boxes? After looking at the temperature and whatnot, I'm like, well, now I can see the reason, or a reason for keeping this house, because then we can, if it gets too cold, we can always pack up some clothing and whatnot and move out, come back here. But that might be difficult because all this furniture is going with us to Colorado. I, for one, I think that with the right clothing and whatnot, I can handle the weather out in Colorado. I have some of the right clothing. I might have to buy some more. Okay. I might have to buy some more just to, get more warmer clothing. This used to be the guest room. We are basically what we're doing, because here in the state of Missouri, or I don't know when it changed, but when Mom and I were first buying our own home, or selling a house back in Arizona, the ruling was you cannot call a room without a window or a closet a bedroom. But we found out with the new realtor that you can call any room with windows a bedroom. It does not have to have a closet. So because this room does not have windows, we're bringing my office back into here, and converting my old office, because it has windows, into a faux bedroom. We're going to take some of our storage boxes and create a faux bed, and we moved the old headboard in there and the armoire in there, so it can be classified as a functioning bedroom, even though the door is right there by the front door. So, whatever. We do have, well, Jerry has plans of trying to keep this house, and I'm like, well, I can say yes, Mom could afford to keep this by herself, and my credit score is now good enough to basically qualify me for some kind of I forgot what Jerry called it, but it's basically a loan office that with my credit score I could get a loan through them. F something or other, FHA or something like that. I can't. Future Homeowners Association. I don't remember the name of it, but that's how we're going to try to get at least our house. Now, I don't know if I have, or even Jerry would have the credit to get mom's trailer, but mom definitely cannot afford a trailer of her own or a home of her own and this house. It's impossible. So my one concern is if we get a place out in Colorado, or one of the places that we're looking at in Colorado, and I can get it under my name, which is going to be a lot of hoo-ha, or not hoo-ha, but a lot of, things that we have to go through and deal with. But I I kind of want to be like mom for at least a couple of months, at least until we've experienced a full winter out in Colorado. I would suggest for her to keep this, but that means the three of us will be living in a smaller place for a good period of time. So I'm like, yeah, I understand that, Simone, and I'm not going to be the one stressing over it. It unfortunately would be my mom, and I don't want her to stress over it. So it's kind of like if Jerry had the credit score and whatnot that would allow her to get a mortgage and take over this house, that would be a different story. But Jerry's always like, unfortunately, planning and scheming and creating way too many different ideas, and I'm the one who wants to go, let's pick one idea, let's stick with that idea and run with it. My other thing is, because, sorry, I keep on wanting to straighten my camera. Other thing is, this house is in mom's name. So as far as I'm concerned, mom can do whatever she wants and take the money and use it for a place for her. Or, what are you doing, Em? You're getting all tangled up in your leash. I know. You're whining because of mom. You're worried about mom. You're concerned about mom. I understand. I am too. But, I quit biting on that. Just quit chewing on that. You want off the leash? Is that what it is? Sorry. You're off the leash. I don't want you biting on it because it's a new leash, and you and leashes have a bad history. But as for the plans for Colorado, they are still on the burner. Maybe pushed back a little bit, but it's still there. I am, because when I talked to mom this morning about the temperature today in Colorado, and then by Monday it's supposed to go, Monday or Tuesday it's supposed to go back up to its normal highs for this time of year, which is 50s and 60s. Oreo, it's not for you to play with. It's not a toy. It's not a chewy. Ow. Why do you always got to find the soft spots? Huh? Why? But we are, yes, it's been a dream of mine for now going on 30 years. Or pretty darn close to 32, 33 years. And it's always been in the back of my head because I just feel that Colorado calls to me, and it's where I need to be. Hello, Michelle. Go Bengals. What's this? Oh, I'm not a big football fan. Don't even get me started about sports, because there are certain American sports I think are just wimps, especially compared to the European sports. But what we call football here with extra padding is what they call rugby in Britain, the UK. And European soccer is more hardcore than American soccer. What? What? What are you doing, you goofball? Let me scoot back a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. It's Miss Oreo. See yourself in the, see a doggy? No, she saw, if she saw herself, she'd start barking or whatnot, but that's just Oreo. Get your nails off. Yeah, I don't want you ripping up my armchair. But you know, it's I can't describe it. I really can't describe it in a way that most of you would fully understand. Um, it's a combination of the way Colorado makes me feel physically. It literally makes me like healed of all my woes, and it's a spiritual thing. So, my tea. Quit trying to. But here around the house, it's not a great day. I mean, it was at first in the morning time when we did our morning vlog, me and Jerry, on her. Get out from underneath there. Um, we were doing fine, and then the proverbial shite hit the fan. Would you? What? I swear, anytime I'm going to talk, do a vlog with you in this room, you are a 100% pest. No, you wait. Nah, hey, stop doing that. You got claws that are just in need of a trimming. But hello, Mandia. I think I'm saying your name right. I don't know, but Sally, mom is looking forward to going to Colorado. She's just not a winter fan, so the idea of going out there and having to deal with snow after years and years and years of not having snow, um, she wants to do it. We basically we talked to her about it, and we basically said once she gets a place of her own, whether it's we put a trailer next to the one place that we're hoping we can get, she can crank up the heat to 80 degrees all year round. It won't affect me because I won't be living in the same building. Right now we have our temperature at 68, 70 degrees to make everybody happy. Hey, Margarita. So yes, I'm in a different room. Um, it's one of those things like she's willing to try it, and I think that's one of the. What are you eating? What are you eating from this room? Oh, okay. Plant stick. Leaf. Probably a leaf from the bottom of my house slippers. Because when I took her out. But, um, I'm trying to be as level headed and grounded as possible for what we're trying to do because between the house, the repairs on our plumbing for the house and whatnot, and just other little things that we're trying to work out, and we are thinking of taking the house off the market for a short period of time because we want to take out some equity and whatnot for a trip to Colorado, but we also want to use that equity to pay off some bills and put money into doing house fixers, basically. We had talked about removing the carpeting in mom's room and putting hardwood floor in there, as well as her office, and just put like throw rugs. But I'm like, this time of year, no, wait until like spring. But Jerry's like, one of the biggest reasons why Jerry suggested the two of us going to Colorado for a couple months is so she could do what she wants to do and prep it for. Because a lot of people don't want carpeting nowadays, especially out here in the Midwest. There's too many issues with carpeting, most of it because of allergens or it collects smoke, dust mites, different things that basically are not pleasant which I'm kind of like, I understand that. The downside with hardwood floors, unless you live like in the Southwest or something like that, or have like they have this new fancy dancy heating system. A lot of people with nice big houses will do it, and basically what it is, it's they lay piping under the area where they set up the floors, the hardwood floors, and basically it constantly pushes hot water through the pipe, so it could heat up the house basically, or heat up the room that it's running through, which I think is cool. I think especially in the bathrooms. One of the biggest things I hate, doesn't matter what time of year it is, getting out of the bathroom and your foot either hits cold throw rug or carpet for the bathroom, or the linoleum, and it's like, I just jumped out of a hot shower, now I'm freezing cold from my feet up. But that's something, hey, don't do that. That's just something a lot of people with money who can afford that kind of thing do. Um, Actually, Mandy, I am in a different room. This was the old guest room. Our realty agent suggested moving my office from the front room that had the windows into here, because the new realty law is basically, if it has a window, it can be called a bedroom. That's why this house has been put up on the market as a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, with bonus room. This is basically the bonus room. This would be a great room for like a den, a child's playroom. This is also a room that is basically centrally located with no windows, on an exterior wall, and that's where they say if you don't have an underground place to go for tornadoes, to find an interior room with no windows. So, boom. Or like me and Mom were doing in Arkansas when my dad was stationed there, we would yeah, that stuff. Is that what you're chewing on? Mom's gonna kill you. Mom will freaking have your head on a spike. Quit playing with her tassels on her books. Um, Overly curious dog. But where are you? Okay. But hey Pam. Um, so basically, when I was growing up and my dad was stationed in Arkansas, the base that he was on always had radar for weather tracking and whatnot, and they would always see it coming before it, was even reported on the news. And my dad would call us up, and Mom and I would climb into the interior bathroom and put a mattress over the two of us. So the two of us would be laying down in the tub, and a mattress would be over us. And I wasn't even in. How old was I? 77 to 80. It was either 77 or 76 to 1980. Yeah, 76, because we were there for 4 miserable years. Um, you know, we got the notification. No, Pam, I see you. I see you. So you can't be blocked if I'm seeing you. Hey, stop. You stop. But those few years we were in Arkansas was, yeah, got me in a lot of trouble. My dad was having trouble. It was a fun 4 years. Not. So, how did your day go badly? Well, what happened, and it wasn't really my day. My day is kind of like, eh. But what happened was, I told you guys I'd be here at 3. And Jerry needed me to do some errands that some of it I forgot about, some of it I figured I can delay it. As long as I do my errand before 6 p.m., I should be okay. I had to run to our local CVS for some of her medication. One of them being her Ritalin, and the other one is I think Deluxetine or something like that. I don't know. But you know, it went bad for Jerry Ann because while I was out running around, she started hurting, and I think it's because we forgot to load our Comblers with our 24-hour pain relief medication. So I know I'm hurting, and it's mostly I think arthritic than anything else, but because of Jerry's leg and other areas that have been given a problem because of cancer, she's hurting. I can tell she's hurting because she does not usually cry unless it's like severe pain or some kind of emotional situation. So when I got in here and started this, she came out of the bedroom to go to the bathroom and she was crying. And I'm like, yeah, she's doing pretty bad. But my day is kind of like I'm dealing with the dog. I'm trying to do this. I need to go out and do my normal Sunday cleaning and whatnot. So, that's kind of why it's a bad day, why things have gotten bad. But I think it's only temporary. I think once she gets some rest and I get going and try to deal with the dog while I'm doing dishes and all that fun stuff, we'll be all right. All right, oh, easy. You got nails that need to be trimmed. Yes, Pam. Colorado is cold and snowy right now. We For the area that we wanted to move to, I did my research and whatnot, and the worst time of the year for winter is December. Well, more like January, February. Their temperatures for their highs are usually the same. Actually, they're a little bit warmer than ours is right here in Missouri. They have less humidity, which means less arthritic pains or any kind of problems that me and Jerry get. Even mom gets it nowadays. The humidity goes up, our arthritis starts to act up, and our joints start to hurt, and yeah, it's that kind of thing. So we already, I'm already well aware of Colorado and its weather. I'm also well aware of how it makes me feel, and it makes me feel 10 times better than I do around here. And I don't know if it's their weather, their environment, but it's also connected to my spirits. I don't know what it is about Colorado, but it just makes me feel so much more positive and ready to go out there and do whatever needs to be done, whether it's an actual job or house stuff. But since I don't know how much longer we're going to be here because of setbacks due to plumbing, and the plumbing set back our financial Easter egg, basically. Oreo, what are you doing besides being overly nosy and about ready to cause something to fall on you? And if it does, I'm going to laugh my butt off. Yeah, I treat her like my dad used to treat me as a kid. Like, all right, you wanna nose around something that could fall on you? Go for it. Just like the meme I saw once on, I think it was TikTok, but I'm not sure, where a little kid wanted to play with an electrical socket, and the mom was like, "Don't do that. You're gonna get hurt." And dad's like, "Hold on, let him do it. Let him learn." That's how my dad was. Oh, you want to play with that? Even though it could be dangerous, go right ahead. You'll learn. Old school parenting. And the thing is, I'm too much like my dad. So old school parenting is what I do. Well, I take her for walks. Yep, I take her for walks unless I'm not feeling good, and I just put her on a yard leash basically, and she'll run out there and do her business. No, talking like that. Um, so she'll sometimes when she's out there by herself, she'll like run out there, do her business, run back to her door, and start pawing at the Arcadia door. The only thing we don't like when she does that is when she decides to jump on the door. That's a no-no. Because I don't want her to accidentally break the glass and get hurt or anything like that, or any other damages she could be doing on that door. She's staring at me because she knows I'm talking about her. But for the most part, Oreo is a very good girl. Sometimes she's a wild child. Sometimes she needs a little discipline. You know, a firm no, or get down. Well, actually, it's get off or just off. She knows that. She knows what sit is. Every dog knows what eat is or go eat. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But she's a good girl. Mom right now is napping. She's her usual self. I guess the best way I can say it is, she keeps to herself. She'll sit in the living room and whatnot and keep to herself. Uh, sometimes Jerry and Mom will sit in the living room together and watch what they call Midsummer's Murder, which is basically a British sitcom about different kinds of murders and whatnot in a suburb called Somersville or Summer something or other. It's actually fun to watch. I sat there and listen in, and sometimes I'll put down my tablet like, what? Nah, that couldn't have happened. But like just these mysterious murders. But then Mom and I will sometimes sit there and watch a variety of different shows. Our latest favorite is called Almost Paradise. And it's about a guy who's an ex-DEA officer who retired and is living in Cebu, Philippines. And because it's in the Philippines, I watch it. I don't know if you're hearing any noise, but my stomach's rumbling. If we go, who will stay will be, well, right now it depends on how her new chemo medication affects her. Or stop. It depends on her chemotherapy medication. Okay. Hold your horses. We'll go see Mama in a second. But you're not jumping on the couch. Or the bed. Last thing I let her do in that bedroom was jump on that bed because she's ruined some sheets and whatnot because of her nails were long. What'd you find here? This better not be part of a tassel from one of her bookmarks. Because if it is, you're going to get in trouble. It might not. It might have been a piece of fabric laying down. Yeah. I'm surprised it's not a leaf. But Jerry Ann has her normal home health aide that will come in and help her with whatever she needs. House cleaning, meal prep, anything like that. And Jerry, because the doctor has lifted her, basically the doctor said that she no longer has a weight limitation. Just don't overdo it. Listen to her body so she doesn't, put herself in a bad situation. So Jerry can stand for a short period of time to get stuff to prepare at the kitchen table because we've got a electric skillet and an electric griddle, and she can make just about anything on those two items alone. We've got crock pots. We've got it's not really a slow cooker. I forgot what it's called, but you can make all kinds of things in that. We've made rice. We've made soups. We've made stews. We've done braised beef. Pulled pork. I know you hear mommy talking and you want to go see her. And I mean, I'm not worried about it. You do so much for her, Jim. I don't know how she would be without you. Um, let's just say this much. Um, she can do a lot by herself without any issues. So I'm not worried about it because she'll find a way. She'll find a way to do it. You trying to open that door? Can't quite do it with your mouth and whatnot. So I'm happy that she's capable of doing a lot of stuff. Um, hello from Korea. Oh, wow. Wow, Korea. Wow. That's the furthest I've ever had somebody, well, no, I've had people from Australia. Several people from Britain or the UK. Um, but anyhow, my wife, um, she's the one because she's been feeling better. She's been more mobile. Well, as mobile as she wants to be. But I know when I'm not here, she does stuff around. She does what she can. Well, right now I'm trying to get her to do a little bit more every time I can, just to build up her stamina because she's been, you know, taking it easy or taking it too easy for as I'm concerned. She does cook for me or for us every so often when I just don't feel like cooking. She'll just ask me to, bring her the ingredients or stuff to the table, and she'll sit at the kitchen table and cook a meal. Scotland. I have relatives. Actually, I had a relative in Edinburgh. I've got family spread across the globe because of me tracing my family. So every time I find new areas that I have that I can connect with family, I connect with them. So you look like indigenous. Um, I might look intelligent, but there are days my mind just kind of, yeah, it's not always there. Um, but yeah, I had connected to a relative in or somebody that was connected to our ancestors in Scotland. But I have a couple people I know in Britain or England. My mom's side of the family is what we call Scots Irish. Oreo, settle. And I'm not from Ireland. Actually, my mom's my mom has several family members who are from Ireland. Their last name was McGoy, and then we've got McDonald. I think McDonald is Scottish though, but McGoy is Irish. But I also have I'm not connected with anybody, but I have traces of from my dad's side of the family of Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, German, and that's all I can remember without going back to my ancestral DNA charts. When Jerry does more, she feel better and get some exercise. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We are trying to get her back into her full, not just basic, general, at home physical therapy, but we're trying to get her moving around. Yes, I have Irish in me, mom's side of the family. Is your homeowners covering the... That's what we're trying to figure out. My mom called the insurance, and we have not heard back from them. I think they're waiting for final paperwork and whatnot. The final, like, what was done, how much did we pay, what was the cost, and then we have to get a hold of them and either have a representative come out here to look at everything, or okay, or something like that. But I think our homeowners covers the insurance. I just don't know how much it's going to cover. Oh, Australia. G'day, mate. How y'all doing down under? So I met a famous family from Ireland. Cool, cool. So you got a set of bagpipes? That's great. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is kind of tough with her cancer. She's got her good days. She's got her bad days. Luckily, one, she's very high spirited. I mean, she's got good spirits. Very little drags her down. I think the only two times I've ever seen her get dragged down was her father and brother's passing. So, what was that? Jim, I will message you through. Yeah, okay. Okay, no problem. Good weather here. Yeah, it's springtime out there in Australia right now. So it you know, it's one of those things that was always interesting to me, that how when, and I know back when I was a kid, before I started studying science and nature and all that stuff, when I found out and realized that when it's wintertime in the northern hemisphere, it's summer in the southern hemisphere, and I was always interested in all that, and I love it. Not too hot here in Queensland. Yeah, like I said, it's springtime. Queensland, Australia. Oh man, I had the opportunity once to go, but I did not take that trip because the person who was supposed to be our representative did not want to take me. Of course, he was a jackass. Anyhow, I can go into a big long story about him, but I'm not going to, because that was quite some time ago. Oreo. So, but yeah. I have seen some great pictures of Australia, the outback, Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock to me is interesting because it is a giant rock. It's not, it's literally, scientists have done tests to see how deep Ayers Rock goes, and they found out that it's a giant, like, asteroid that must have implanted itself into what is now Australia, but we don't know. The mystery of Uluru is really strong. Hopefully I said that right. Oh, Mexico for missionary work. That's good work. Yeah, Great Barrier Reef, beautiful but dangerous. For me, if I ever were to visit Australia, I'd never go to the beach, or at least I would never go into the water. Oh, I did say it right. Thank you. I actually have some music from John Williamson, the Australian folk singer. I think I said his name right. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't deal with people like you playing games, because I don't play games. Yeah, he's great. I mean, Raining on the Rock, I love that song. Just a Dingo is another song that I love. Mr. Emu, or the song about the emu. Working like a dog. I can keep on going with a lot of songs. Cracker Night. So, yeah, I could sit here and talk about a lot of John Williams songs. But, you know, where did you get the light fixture? Actually, we got those back in New York. I'm not positive where we got them. I think we got them. If it wasn't IKEA, it was. Yeah, I don't remember where I got them. I actually Jerry got them, but Jerry got them to try to be fancy in our bedroom, and well, being that we moved back here, well, being we moved to Missouri. For me, it's back to Missouri, but yeah. Um, Oriole's birthday is around December 9th, we think. The veterinarian could not pinpoint her exact birthday. Yeah, they're nice. Like I said, once I get them hooked back up to the internet, um, I can change their color changing bulbs, the smart bulbs basically, and I can change different colors, or I can sync it up to my music and they'll flash to the music. So it's one of those. I love them. Um, yeah, interest rates are a little high right now. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I haven't really looked into a lot of Australian music for years, because tastes change, habits change, likes have changed, and learning more about my family history and my dad's side of the family, by the looks of my DNA testing, have a lot of Nordic background. I listen to a lot of Nordic music. Tyr, Tyr, is one of my favorite ones. They have some great music. And then there's an artist by the name of Peyton Parrish, who does some Norse type of songs. So that's what I've been listening to the most. So let's see here. Oh, we have to have a party for Oreo. We don't know what we're doing for Oreo. I, I I think, well, we might take her for a pup cup or two from some of our local coffee places. Um, what is it? Starbucks gives out pup cups, and so does another coffee place that we here have in town that are drive-throughs. And basically, what a pup cup is, they take whipped cream, fill it into one of their little cups, and some of them, not all of them, put like a little dog cookie or treat into the whipped cream, so they have something crunchy. I've heard of what they call, they're like these little itty bitty personal sized cakes that are for dogs. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. But you haven't been on YouTube in such a while. Uh, yeah, I know. To be honest with you, a lot of it is because um, I've been so busy and so concentrating on trying to get this house done and deal with situations around the house and deal with my own issues, that I forget to go and do even just a simple vlog. So I blame myself mostly because I get so into other things that I forget. Um, So it's just one of those things. So see you later. Our Oh, you're a new subscriber, so you might not be saying goodbye. I forget sometimes in Australia, cheers could mean so many different things. Oh, please do a live party with hats and balloons. Um, I might. I might. I don't know. It depends on how Dre feels and what we're doing and all kinds of little things. You want to say hi? You want to come up here and say hi? Hmm? Want to say hi? Here's Miss Oreo. Yeah. Oh, now you're going to wag your tail because you want me to pet you. She has been locked in here with me because Jerry asked me to take her out of the bedroom. Ooh, ow, ow. That dew claw needs to be trimmed. But yeah. My bank gives out dog biscuits. Oh, wow. I think one of our banks does the same thing. You need to take time. I usually do. The thing is when I go to take time for myself, I am so wiped out that it's like all I can do is sit and play a game or read a book. I forget to do this. I'm actually thinking that I might have to put it in a alarm every night to do. Like, ow, Oreo, your nails are really sharp. I'm gonna have to trim them tonight if you'll let me. But yeah, she's a good dog. She's not the bravest dog, but ow, ow, ow. Jeez, you and the nails. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop trying. No. Okay, yeah, you can get up there. You just want attention right now. I have a Rhodesian Ridgeback, yeah. Crossed with a Bull Mastiff. Oh man, that's a big dog right there. Just a Bull Mastiff. She is actually a very wide mixture of, she's got, what did they say? Husky, Beagle, German Shepherd, and I forgot the other one. I don't know if they said Boxer. Probably Boxer. But somebody said just because of the way her snout looks that she could actually have some trying to think of the name of the dog. Rottweiler. Or some dog like that. I can't remember. But she doesn't stay calm. She's a crazy. I know you want out of the room. You want attention. Just give me a little bit longer. Crazy. You know, you're crazy. But my wife named her Oreo because of the black and white coloring, but she's got the brown German Shepherd coloring and whatnot. And my dog asked me if my wife asked me if I wanted to give her a middle name, and I said, yeah, we're going to call her Oreo Freya. Oreo as in the cookie, because it's one of my wife's favorite cookies, and Freya, who is a Norse goddess of nature and animals. So that's what we named her. Yeah, but she's a good dog. A little cowardly. She'll act tough and whatnot, and bark like crazy, and then she'll run. T-Rex, yeah, that's a good name for a dog. No, I'm not Israeli. I am Norse. If I were to claim a nationality, it would be Norse or Norwegian. But I'm not Norwegian. I'm an American citizen with Filipino birth certificate because I was born in the Philippines. But when my dad died, I lost all dual citizenship. I just automatically was placed as American citizen, which is fine. Hey, what are you playing with? What are you playing with over there? Oh, those things? Yeah. But she's a pretty girl, and she's big. She is getting very big. which I figured with all except for the beagle, that she was going to be a big dog. I mean, that German Shepherd Husky mix alone makes her a pretty good dog. And people are like, oh, she looks like fat. No, she's not. She's stocky. She is pure muscle. She's just one massive muscular body. Oreo, don't dig up my carpet. But oh yeah, she loves me. Um, who's making dinner tonight? Well, that's still up in the air. I have ground beef out thawing. I don't know if we're gonna do meatloaf or something else. Oh, you sleepy? Are you getting sleepy? You're yawning like you're getting sleepy. But hello. Ah, what? And don't you those nails? You know. All right, all right. She's wanting me to get off. She's getting too rambunctious. I would love to order pizza. I just don't know if financially if we could afford it, because I haven't looked at the bank for a couple days. And hey, you're getting a little nosy around there. There's glass bottles and just things that I don't want you to get hurt on. So you stay over here. I need to block this because you really don't like vacuum cleaners. She'll bark and run from the vacuum cleaner. So I could easily make spaghetti. The downside with that is my mom is not a fan of tomato-based spaghetti. What I was actually thinking about, and I can easily do since we have some plain Alfredo, is I can just cook the ground beef, cook up some pasta, and we did this once before. I think Mom liked it. It was basically ground beef with Alfredo sauce and spaghetti noodles. Alrighty. I got some people that I just have to get rid of because they're just trolling and causing problems. No, I'm not on a date. I'm happily married for 23 years now. Yeah, 23 years this past August. Would you stop being such a brat? But 20 what? Okay, Angelica, I have no idea what you're trying to get to. But yeah, it's a little over an hour, and this is about the time trolls start popping in. Besides that, I need to talk to Jerry about dinner, see what we want to do, or what we can do with that 2.5 pounds worth of ground beef. So, yeah. But, hey, quit being nosy back there. But, okay, well, that's fine. I still don't understand what you're trying to say. Whether you're using your grandmother's account or not. But do I have another live planned this week? You know, I was actually thinking maybe Wednesday, because usually I try to do my lives on like Friday or Saturday. But I was thinking about maybe Wednesday. Otherwise, I'm just going to try my best to do vlogs and put them on the air, on YouTube for you guys. Do you have another line? Hoping to see Miss Oreo. Oreo usually pops in and out of lives like she was doing today with me. And yeah, I'm going to ask Jerianne about throwing her a party and maybe videotaping it. So, yeah. Um, yeah. I I always try to do things to brighten people's lives, but lately my life has been so chaotic that just trying to stay above water, keep my head above water, and try to stay positive has been a bit of a struggle because of all the things that are going on. Oh, bugger. Here I am rambling on, and I wanted to talk to you about something. What? What? Don't be so rude. Don't be so rude. You're being rude. Yes, you are. Don't give me a... See? That's what I'm doing. Don't be rude. Ow! Hey, hey, hey. Oh, gosh, she's going to try to climb up here on my lap. There is no lap space here. Crazy dog. Ow! Ow. Hey. You down. Yeah, I'm trying to take it one day at a time. Moving to Colorado would definitely be a mood booster for... Yeah, it would be for me. Mom, during the warmer months, it would be for her. Jerry Ann and I have already talked about different, like... Stop trying to tear into things. Jerry Ann and I have talked about different things that we would like to do during the warmer months. Because I've talked to her about, I want to go out and explore. I want to try to... I want to try to find haunted locations. There's somebody I used to read that lives in Colorado, and she dealt with a lot of hauntings, and I'm like, yeah, that. I mean, I don't know her full process and whatnot, but yeah, I would like to find. I'm not going to Colorado to find this person, but I would like to learn, from somebody like her. All right, settle down. I know you hear Mama, but oh, she's got doggy pajamas, so if you want to do that, that's up to you. I mean, I don't know if we have a Santa that we can bring her to. But knowing Oreo the way I know Oreo, she'll cough or not cough. God dang, bark like crazy and pitch a fit, and it would not be a good scene. I'm not saying that she's not a people person, but when she's that's my kidney there, dog. Get your dang foot out of my kidney. But yeah, she's trying to get my attention because she wants to go out and play and all that. You're being rude. Ah. Yeah. Down. You're getting to the point where you're either gonna break something, like my chair. Get off. Come on, Oreo. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But next time I do a live or next time I do a vlog, I have this book that if you're familiar with the Percy Jackson series, if you're an avid reader, this is basically almost the same thing, but dealing with Nordic deities and Nordic mythology and all that kind of fun stuff. So I am going to go ahead and sign off. But I will see you. I will hopefully see you guys sooner than later. So until next time, you guys have a good week. Rest of your weekend. Hopefully you're warmer than I am. But I want you guys to have a good day. Bye.